Hello, everybody. Today, this is Michelle, and today is Michelle's birthday. All right, but don't ask her how old she is. That's a little.
27.
27.
Mm-hmm.
The only time you're going to see 27 again, honey, is if you write on a piece of paper. But I don't.
You're only as old as the person.
Meanwhile,
you're
she's
feeling
kicking
up.
me under the fucking table.
I gotta find a 27-year-old to feel up. And
I told Nita the other night, she was picking my horn. I told her, I said, let me tell you something. I said, I'm going to trade you in for $225. She went, do me a favor.
One of my girlfriends called me this morning and wished me a happy birthday. And she was like, how old are you? I'm like, double nickels. She's like, what? Double nickels? She goes, well, I'm just turning 50. I says, yeah, well, in the day, there used to be like an over-under club.
Yeah.
And she wasn't old enough to get in. So I would go up to the person and give him my license. And then I would just kind of slip it, like and I'd give it to her. And then she'd give him my license.
Because nobody's reading. I used to work in a nightclub years ago. And I was a doorman in the club. And, you know, it's funny you should say that because what do you call it? The kids do that all the time. They come in and they hand the license. But you're not looking at a name. All you're looking at is the birthday. That's really all you're looking at. Well, not even the birthday. You're looking at the year.
Yeah, that's
what you're doing.
You're not even really looking at the picture unless it's like maybe a brunette.
I think I let 147 people in with the same ID one night. It was
probably my group.
It was a little bit. I think it was you and the rest of them there.
It was my group. Let me make sure we have sound. Yeah,
we got sound.
We got sound.
All right,
baby.
we got sound. We got audio. We got visual.
We got a show going on.
That's all.
Now
we just got to find out what the fucking is we're talking about.
We got to shut these two people up. Okay, so hi everybody. I'm Michelle with Yankee Babe Apparel. I'm the owner and designer there, and I'm also known as the Crafty Biker Chick. And this is my wonderful, I'm reading the script. See the script?
I'm the ridiculously funny and exceedingly handsome Zippy Mulldoon.
Yes.
All right.
Tic Tok sensation. Although right now you're on hiatus.
Well, not a hiatus. What it is I had a lot of shit I had to do last week, so I didn't put out too many videos. I didn't do too much cooking because I was busy. Because you got to understand something. I cook, and when I cook every night, that means I got 6 days worth of leftovers.
Oh.
And I gotta live with Mrs. Zippy. You know. It's like living with Mussolini. You know.
Tonight we're doing more leftovers.
Yeah. No, that's what she's saying. No cooking, leftovers today. I got 8 days worth of food. She can't even put them on the refrigerator. Pick out what you want to go in the freezer. But honey, something's got to go in the freezer. Come on.
I'll take cooking with Zippy leftovers. How about any of you? Any takers?
Well, then they got to come to Florida. They auction off the leftovers.
Yeah. Help support.
Well, there you go. We tried to get a Zippy ride together. We were going to do a ride.
Oh yeah.
You know, a little nice run. But I think I only have. Well, I have followers in Florida, but I guess it was hard with everybody with the schedule. Some guys work, some guys, some girls work on the weekends, some during the week. It's tough to try and get. I mean, you want to organize a big run. Yeah, it's hard. It's tough, but we're gonna get it done.
That's a good idea.
And we're gonna have a raffle. Okay, we're gonna have a raffle. We're gonna have lunch with Zippy. Okay, I'm announcing it right here on your show today. Lunch with Zippy. All right. The winner gets to buy me lunch at Mulligan's. Now that's a bargain at any fucking price. Oh my
God, what a great prize.
Hey, look at that.
I like it.
No, but I was going to start a GoFundMe page.
Mm-hmm. For?
I'm not homeless and I have no catastrophic illness and nobody's sick or dying in my family, but I need motorcycle parts. So.
Motorcycle drive. I love it.
I
was good. You know how on Facebook you can post like, it's Michelle's birthday, and for her birthday, hi, stranger. Look, we have a seat there so we can be filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Live studio audience today. All right, live studio audience.
We have like one chair.
And this is filled up. You got to tell them how many people here.
Sorry, it's the director.
That's right.
We really got him handcuffed. We got him handcuffed over here.
No swearing.
Yeah, that's right. We're not allowed to swear.
Yeah,
That's
we can
right.
swear.
We can swear now.
Mhm.
All right, because I don't want no fucking cursing on there.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Every single swear word that existed, Amy and I pre-tested it on YouTube and Facebook.
And it was good?
We made it through, yeah. Even the bad ones.
TikTok, you say "I'll fucking stand," they throw you right off.
Yeah. Well, Amy called herself.
I'm telling you.
Called me a masshole, but she said that's okay. You can be a masshole because I'm a Connecticut. And we didn't get thrown off.
But if you would have said you was a Connecticut from El-Fuckistan, they'd have thrown you right off.
Let's see.
Are we gone yet? No,
Nope,
we're
we're not
still here.
gone.
All right,
Still
I guess
here.
nobody from El-Fuckistan.
Waka waka waka. Thank you. We'll have to wear the brown paper bags on our head and be like,
Oh, the unknown, yeah.
The unknown-
The unknown vloggers.
whatever they are, the unknown vloggers.
New stuff. Just wanted to see.
I love it.
Glad you did.
Very cool.
Call me when you're all done and get my thing all set up today.
Yes. Okay.
All right?
I will stalk you.
And then I'll put a third seat in there. Okay.
You
I know
will.
curse words. I can bet it.
All right,
Oh,
there
yeah,
you go.
like
You can
that.
fill in there. That's
Yeah,
a good
like
part.
that.
That's good.
It's my birthday today, so that'll be a great birthday present. Thank you.
It's my birthday.
I'm 27.
Yes.
I still have to find a 27-year-old
I've never
to feel
been
up
kissed.
though. How old Alex is?
Who's that?
Space Coast Alex, the sales rep. He is
he's
a dog.
young.
He's young.
He's young.
So
He's a young kid.
if I felt him up, I would be his age
What's
today.
up?
Just saying. Poor
Yeah,
guy.
but he may age 10 years after
Yeah,
that.
I know. You
He'll have to
can't
grow up real
unsee
fucking
that.
fast.
You can't unsee
No,
that.
I can't even
No,
hear that shit. You know what I'm
Can't
saying?
hear it.
I have
probably
nightmares. You
violated
don't
now.
understand. I have nightmares. No, I don't. I'm only teasing. I'm only teasing. We laugh, we fun, we kid, we giggle.
Yes. He's the best. I always send people to him. And when we were doing the bike show
Yeah,
last week,
yeah.
at Space Coast Harley Davidson, which turned out phenomenal. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Except for the getting kicked off a TikTok
Yeah,
part.
yeah. Well, she was, she had the booth that was directly across from where the girls wash the bikes.
Beautiful.
And I'm telling you, these girls were gorgeous.
Mhm.
They were
Yeah.
what was told them?
There was two of them, and they swapped out. Yeah, so there was two of them, but there was throughout the week.
Yeah.
I want to say there was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 or 6 different girls.
Okay.
Because they swapped out. What is that one with wrestling? You tapped out or whatever.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You
they-
high five.
They tap in, they go
Yeah,
in there. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Tag team.
Tag team. They tag team.
Yeah. But
They were beautiful. Bikini Coast International.
yeah, she
is-
was really.
Mhm.
They were really, really, really good looking. They were really good looking, and they were backed up with bikes. You
Mhm.
wonder why, right? But I see this one guy come walking by, and last Sunday, was it Sunday or the Sunday before?
It was. What's today? I don't know. My brain. Is
I think
like-
it was the
It was the
Sunday.
Sunday before
Right.
because last Sunday was the last day.
Right. So it was killer hot. It was like 96, 97. I mean, it was a hot goddamn day.
It was like it was.
I mean, if you stand in the
high 90s.
shade, you were dying, even in the shade.
Yeah.
And he comes walking by and he's got chaps on top of his jeans. He's got on a sweatshirt underneath a heavy leather jacket, and he's got a full face helmet that he's carrying. And I says to Michelle, I turn around, I says, "Look at this guy. He looks like he just rode in from El-Fuckistan." That's it. 2 seconds later, they kicked me off. They suspended my life for 6 months.
Yeah. 6 months.
And there's not even a place called El-Fuckistan. So how can I be bullying anybody when there's not even a real place
And you
for them to come from?
you didn't show his face. He was like walking away,
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't show him at all.
and he was off in the distance. So there's no way you could have identified him.
No.
So isn't like bullying like face to face?
If I'm making fun of you, that's bullying.
like to your face, right? Like
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
like if I knew
Yes,
you were
yes,
making fun.
Yes, and there's that verbal bullying, and then there's physical.
Yeah,
in
right.
school. And then you got hate speech. Now I can understand.
Maybe.
But wait a minute, I can understand hate speech, but El-Fuckistan is not a real place. You could scour the 4 corners of the earth and never find a country called El-Fuckistan. Okay?
Yeah.
So how can there be hate speech about a place that I just made up in my fucking mind?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I was treated a little bit unfairly.
Extremely.
Just a little fucking bit there, Tic Tok. You listen to me, you cocksuckers?
A little bit unfairly.
Excuse my
A
language.
lot. Big unfairly.
Right.
Because you're right. And the thing is, it was a 90-something degree day. He was in full leather.
Yeah.
And so it was funny.
And there had to be 1,000 people there, and everybody's got their cameras, and who knows how many was on TikTok
saying the same thing.
and who knows how many. There might have been 300 people making fun of this moron. All right, but I'm the one that gets thrown off. But you know what? I will not be silenced.
You have
I
to
sound like one of the maniacs.
You have to do it in. Aren't we doing aren't we talking in like Shakespearean play? I thou'st not be silenced.
Oh, I doubt not be silenced.
And
Thou.
That's it.
Thou. That's it. You get the thou. That's it. And maybe I'll throw a hence in once in a while. But the thou you got now, hence I'm going to give you, you can have interest on it. That's the cutest little garbage pail. Excuse me one second.
Oh, isn't
Cutest
it?
little garbage pail I've ever seen. That holds about what? Like 1 or 2 pieces of loose leaf paper?
I have to empty it every hour.
Like walking the dog. Yeah.
It's like, I got it at Dollar Tree. I thought it was
That's
cute.
really cute. It really is
Yeah,
cute.
it sucks though. It doesn't work very well.
You know, that's, you know, like.
I'm not a litter bug, so I bring
I
it,
don't
bring it
wanna-
with
yeah,
me
yeah.
wherever I am.
Oh, you know me.
Pull it out of my pocket.
When my
throw-
mother's house, let me tell you something. My mother had these gorgeous, you know, she's Italian, you know, mothers, you know. You
Yeah.
walk in the house, they got ropes. You know, like the ropes you see at the movie
Yes.
theater, the velvet ropes. You
The
can't go in
rooms
the
you
living
can't
room.
go in. Yeah. Except
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. But Ma, I live here. How come I can't go in the living room? No, it's for company.
It's for company.
So the
Christmas.
company's got more privileges than you know, than your own flesh and blood. You know, I mean, Ma. I mean, do you remember what happened to Fredo when they took sides against you? So anyway,
Did it have a white carpet in it?
no, she had a royal blue.
Mm.
A royal blue shag. This is when the shag carpets were the big shit, right?
Oh,
She
yeah.
had the shag carpet, but she didn't have the plastic stuff on her furniture.
Okay.
But she had the shag carpet, and she had this white modular couch, this section
Oh yeah.
with the lounger.
Yeah.
Nobody could sit on the couch
Yeah.
but her and company.
Did you get to go in there on Christmas though?
Christmas, she lowered the ropes, yeah.
Yep.
But in my mother's house, there was no shoes. You came to my mother's house, you had to take your shoes off.
Hmm. That's how it was at my grandma's.
Yeah, you could not, under any circumstance, walk in my
Mhm.
mother's house with shoes on. You know, and
You get the evil eye for like
evil
a
eye.
year.
But
no,
you know, when
you
I
won't be
smoked,
invited back.
when I
even if
smoked-
you live there.
when I smoked, I'd walk in. You know, you're smoking a cigarette, and because my
Yeah.
father smoked, then my mother smoked. Rest in peace. And I used to put my, ashtray, and we go in the room, talk, boom, I put the ashtray in there,
Yeah.
and she'd go, hey, there you go. She handed me an ashtray. So you got issued an ashtray when you went to my mother's
You got
house.
your own.
That's
Yes.
what you had to put.
Yeah.
This way,
gotta
otherwise
be
she's
an
following you.
Italian
Empty the
thing.
fucking, yeah.
Because my grandmother, it was the front porch. Like she had this big, long front porch.
Yeah.
And everybody got their own little ashtray.
I had an aunt.
So she could count how many cigarettes you smoked.
Yeah,
That's why.
Yeah. I had
There's
an
a
aunt.
reason.
She was the worst cook in the world. My aunt. I don't know whose kid she was, but she was the worst cook in the world because
I'm
everybody in my
surprised.
family knows how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Her sauce on a Sunday was like Nedick's orange soda. All right, it was like drippy and like an orange. It wasn't even
Like
red.
bled when you.
Yeah. So what she used
There's a
to
murder on my plate.
yeah. So what she used to do is she used to go and take some of the breadcrumbs and sprinkle them on top of the sauce, so it looked like somebody took a piece of bread and dipped it in. Oh, so she figured if it looked good and she fooled you mentally, maybe she could rearrange your taste buds. No, and I think that was because she put so much pork in the sauce. A lot of. I mean,
It
not
makes it
besides
very
sauce.
sweet and runny and thick.
It makes
but
it
you-
very, very, very thin because it's a lot of oil in the pork.
Mhm.
A lot of grease.
Well, that's why you got to start out with like almost a thick pasty. Especially if you're putting pork or something in there, right? And then because as the liquids come, it
Right.
loosens up.
If
and
you're going to
becomes
cook
more
a lot,
creamy.
if you're going to cook a lot of pork, like just to get off the subject for the motorcycles, we're going to go right back.
Yeah,
I know we're boring
We're
everybody.
temporary, yeah.
But
No, we're giving you some good tips.
if you're going to cook and you're going to cook with a lot of pork and you're going to make a sauce, now listen, pay attention. Don't fucking roll your eyes when I'm talking over here. All right?
Or a gravy.
Or
which
a
is
gravy.
really what it's called.
A gravy, yeah, true.
But we have to say sauce, so people are like, why do you put gravy on pasta?
Yeah. So, so Americano will understand what we're talking about, because when you say gravy, they go, you put brown gravy on pasta?
Oh, that must be
put it on your
nasty.
mother's clam chowder. So anyways, you have to use, and I know it's going to sound funny, but you got to use a tiny bit of paste. Not a lot. Tiny bit to thicken it up, because the grease from the pork, like when she used to make, she used to throw pig's feet in there, knuckles, everything in there.
Yeah, you gotta use paste.
If you stood too long in the corner, she'd pick you up, throw you in the sauce. But like
depending on what you did that day, it may or may not taste good.
Yeah, it depends if you wash your bloomers. But anyways, the whole idea is that's the tip. Sometimes you got to use, and if you cook fish, like on holidays or something like that, or during the week you want to make a nice little fish, you can't use tomatoes. You got to use just the paste. Otherwise, it's not going to stick.
Yeah.
But now we'll go back to motorcycles.
Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, that was a Zippy and Michelle public service announcement.
Yes.
Now we'll
for
return you
non-Italians.
back to whatever the fuck it was you were doing. All right, because we're here and we don't give a fuck. My name is Chuck, and I don't give a shit.
In case you're stonad,
sometimes you got a little stonad, the shimoni, the stachi marabu tanamaran, but we don't care about those things. We don't care.
Well,
see, don't you wish you were here doing this? See, we're going to sell tickets. All right.
Yeah.
If you want to come and watch the Zippy and the Michelle and Zippy show in person,
we've got one
part of the live audience.
We've got one seat available.
Right, the Yankee babes at your sister's blowhole. Care of shut your fucking pie hole. And you too may be sitting in that chair watching live.
Oh.
And sitting there saying, I could be home having a fucking chicken salad sandwich. I don't know what I'm doing here with you people.
No, my dad brought a bunch of stuff with him for Dave.
What do you bring?
And there was some unidentified parts. So my dad, I don't know where it goes. I don't know where it comes from. It's like he has this you open up the attic door and it's like you go into what's that where they went in the closet and they went in
another dimension.
A whole nother dimension.
It's
like the magic closet. And he goes up in the attic and he's like, look what I got for you. And he like pulls out like this, I don't know.
I used to love the attic.
He's got so much in his attic.
But
motorcycle parts.
Yeah, there was no motorcycle parts in my father's attic, but I used to love to go up in the attic. When I remember when I was a kid, I'd get up early in the morning before everybody else, like 6 o'clock. And everybody's sleeping. You go downstairs, you get your little milk or whatever, and you come back upstairs and you sit in your room, you're watching cartoons. You go, what the fuck can I do?
Go in the attic.
Go in the attic, and the door was right there, So I go up the stairs real quiet. I go upstairs in the attic. And it was a whole different world up there. The past was up there. You know
my bedroom was in the attic.
And there was a bed up in our attic too. A whole bedroom set up there.
My dad built, the attics that go like my dad built drawers on the side, so it came down like this and had drawers built in, and you had to pull the rope from the ceiling to pull down my stairs so that I could get up there.
Yeah.
And that was really cool.
There was a door, a regular door.
Okay.
Door, and you went up the stairs, and that was the attic.
That's cool.
But the attic had a bedroom.
It was like a bougie attic.
There was, what do you call it, floors? There was slats.
Oh yeah.
But my father had the plywood.
Oh, okay.
They had the plywood.
You had a very bougie attic.
Boxes and stuff and stuff I never saw, stuff I saw from when I was a baby. I mean, stuff, it was like a whole other world up there. And then you see pictures, all the old pictures, everybody, Oh my God.
I wonder if maybe your parents went up there in between. They were like, let's plant this here so you can find the
it could be. Yeah, could be. They knew when I went up. So as a kid, I was a rotten criminal.
So he brings all these parts, and we're going through them and everything. There was some parts we weren't sure what they were,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that would be kind of fun. We can do a whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
So maybe we can add that to the show, have an item and try to guess what it is. And then we'll give away prizes to anybody that guesses it, even though the prize will just be probably fake and we won't send it. So
why do you cover your coffee?
Oh, case a bug goes in there or something like that.
Okay.
Why?
I've been drinking this coffee about
I know.
half hour. There's
It's
no
a
bugs in
guy
my
thing.
coffee.
It's a guy thing.
It's always
I have
a
mouth
guy. It's
issues.
always our fault. Always. I hate it from Mississippi.
I have mouth issues. So those of you that know me well, right? I won't drink out of somebody else's straw because that's really disgusting.
Oh, you're one of those.
I'm
Huh?
gonna spit. Yeah. I'm one of those.
But you'd
I'm
rather,
one of those.
But you'd rather go like this, drink out of their cup after they've taken a sip and backwashed.
I will, yeah. And isn't that weird? I'll like move their straw out of the way and then I'll drink it. But I know, for some reason, like it bypasses the ew factor in my brain. So I don't think that it has made it all the way down to the straw. You know.
All right, after the show, I'm going to give you a number. Call this guy. Tell him I sent you because you need a lot of help.
You know what? I think it's. You know what I think it is? I think it's guilt.
From what?
So my brother and I sat next to each other at the table, and I was an asshole to him. He was like, I would be like, boop, and I'd like touch his potatoes, and he'd be like, ah, she touched my potatoes, I can't eat them, and he'd like freak out. And I mean, like to the point where like they would be like, eat your potatoes, eat at least one bite, and he was like, and he'd cry, and he'd be sometimes sitting at the table like a little later than everybody else.
Oh, you're so mean, dude.
To get himself to do, and so I got yelled. I couldn't do that anymore. So I would just go, or I'd breathe on it. Or if he had to get up or anything, I wouldn't do anything, but I would look at him like, did I touch your dinner or did I not touch your dinner? So I think that maybe I have in the back of my mind, like maybe somebody's going to do that to me someday. My karma's going to come back.
My brother had a tanning salon. And a guy came in one day. I'm standing there. I was talking to him, but I'm sitting on the couch talking to him. He's behind the counter, right? This guy comes in. And he's talking to my brother. He's wiping his nose as he's talking. My brother's looking at me now, right? Like this. My brother's
he's giving you the highlight.
Yeah, well, he's a
Are
germ guy, my
this?
brother. He's a germaphobe. You know, he won't touch a doorknob, but he'll go like this with the thing like this here. He's one of those. So I love him to death. And if you're watching, you know I'm only decent.
I do that too.
All right.
Leave the bathroom.
Yo, I don't do that too. Yeah, I go my elbow.
Yeah.
In the toilet, I don't flush the thing.
No.
I go like this here. In the public toilet, I use my foot to flush it. What are you kidding?
Oh, that's
Or I'll
smart.
go like this, yeah.
I'm probably falling. I'm not coordinated enough. So the guy's wiping his nose, which is gross enough.
So he's wiping his nose. My brother's giving me the eye, like, you know, this guy's sick. I'm going to get sneezed. You know, the guy sneezes.
Oh, shut up. You know,
right on the counter. He goes he goes, poo, right on the counter. But he goes, what are you, a fucking animal? He goes under the counter. He gets the can of Lysol. He sprays the guy right in the face.
Is that a real story?
I swear to God. I swear to God, D, if you're watching, call over here. Call my phone.
Call 1-800. We don't have a fucking number.
Yeah. Call 1-800 Hickory 6 Trolla. Do you remember the commercials years ago? Those commercials years ago. Call now, Murray Hill 73344.
Yeah. I always wanted to do that.
Oh my God!
We could have people call in.
Or the numbers from the
Jerry-thon or whatever, the Jerry.
Yeah, the telethons. Call now. I called one time. I pledged $1,000.
Did you really?
I was 8 years old.
Oh,
I didn't know what
no, stop.
Yeah.
Did somebody have to pay for it?
No. They just kept sending the thing. You pledge, give us the money. You pledge, you pledge. My father says, "Hey, you understand? I'm not talking to you. I don't know you." Well, it's it was my son. He's 8 years old. Yeah, he'll give you the money. Call him. Too much.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my God, I love it.
But getting back to the bike week,
oh my God, yeah,
bike week was
so
insane.
much happened. Yeah,
bike week in Daytona was stupid. It was insane. There was more people there, I think, this year than there have been in the past 5 years or something like that. 5 or 6 years. I think COVID had a lot to do with.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, with the bike week, but over at Harley Davidson, it was even more. It was even more nuts. They had what they have the machine.
The dunk tank?
No, the other thing.
You can ride on a motorcycle?
No, the dyno.
The dyno pulls.
The dyno pulls.
We had those at Space Coast too.
I'm telling you, they were.
Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about pay that. Try to keep the fuck up. So
I'm blonde. Hello.
My wife says that. You know, she'll
It's not
say
an
something.
excuse. It's the reason.
She'll say something. She'll say something, and she'll go, and I'll go, "What the fuck did you just say?" She'll go, "I'm blonde. I'm blonde." Like that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
And then
it's
she
the
gets
reason.
mad. I says to her, I said, "Let me ask you a question." She says, "How does a blonde put the light on after she has sex?" And she's thinking for a second. She says, "How?" I said, "She opens the car door. That's all." She turned around. She walked out of the fucking room. She talked to me for an hour and a half. You're an animal. I should listen to your mother. She told me you were a brute. A brute. I said, "No, that was the cologne I used to wear."
You brute.
You know, but like I was saying, it's crazy. It was crazy. Then there was one. There was this. They had this thing. It was like you get on. They was trying to teach you how to pop a wheelie. I don't know why you want to pop wheelies on these bikes. These bikes are expensive.
Yeah.
Very expensive. Michelle's bike cost what? Almost 30,000 or over 30. Over 30 grand. My bike
I know
when it
what I
was
was
new,
thinking.
30
It's my
grand.
mortgage payment on wheels.
Well, you know, hey,
Yeah.
you gotta live. You gotta live.
Yeah,
You gotta live.
exactly.
If you got to work a little harder to get what you want, who gives a shit? But yeah, at least you're living.
And it was an actual street bike that was up there.
Oh
Right?
yeah, it was.
Or a sport
Yeah,
bike or
yeah,
something.
a
It
sport
wasn't
bike.
like a
no, it
like
wasn't
a dirt
bullshit.
bike.
It wasn't like one of these toy motorcycle rides. It was
Right.
a real McCoy, and it taught you how to pull the bike up and hit the gas at the same time to get it
Do a
up and keep
wheelie.
it up with the brake and everything.
And the wheel was going in the back.
Yeah. And I don't know why you
And
would
it-
want to learn how to do this unless you're in fucking Ringling Brothers.
It was
because-
kind of Jimmy rigged. It was a little scary.
yeah, and
looking,
the front
like on the back of the truck.
was belted down
with ratchet straps.
with ratchet straps. I mean that's real. You know, I was going to say something, but then we'll get thrown off of here.
It was like a swamp Yankee event.
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
I never seen. I got to be honest with you. You know them fucking rides used to go through the neighborhoods when you were a kid, like them half moon. The guy
Oh,
comes down with
yeah.
the truck and you go on that fucking ride.
Yeah.
Like this here, and then somebody don't belt their seat
Yeah.
flying out of the fucking ride. That's what it was like.
It was like the carnival.
Like
came
the
to
carnival
town.
ride, and it was put together that way too. Because as one guy's up there, and he's like this here, and they got two guys holding the front of the motorcycle. He's like this here.
Yeah.
The fucking cables break. No, it didn't break. It dipped, and they unhooked from the front of the trailer.
Yeah.
And the whole thing. That he went back. The bike went back on him because it's a good thing he landed
Yeah.
on the grass.
It's crazy.
He'd have
And
got
you know,
fees up.
And so this is kind of like the I don't know, whatever. I can't think of the word. I'm blonde, but this is
Oh, yeah, with the blonde hair. I hear that from my brother-in-law too.
I'm blind. It's the thingamabobber that you say to like the disclosure. The disclosure is that this was basically an entire different separate group from Harley Davidson, not affiliated.
No,
with
not
Harley
at all.
Davidson.
No.
Even though they were at the Harley Davidson,
They were vendors.
they weren't even vendors. They were the stunt crew that performs in Daytona.
Okay.
And then they have their hangover party at a Space Coast HD. So they weren't actually affiliated with, like, they would just kind of, I don't
Were
know
they
if they rented
charging?
the space or not.
Were they charging? For
I
that?
don't think they would charge you for it.
Oh,
It
it's
was
just like a
free.
freebie?
Yeah.
Oh, so you go on there and
thus
wind
the
up in the
ratchet
hospital for
strap.
free.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
exactly. And I got a little bit of inside information is that like they didn't even know about that event that's now like really making a hot appearance on the
Yeah.
internet and getting
Yeah.
a lot of views.
Oh, it's
And-
all over the fucking internet.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there, and that's why I sent it
It's
to
like,
you. And I saw this. I says, "Holy shit, that's fucking Space Coast. That's Space Coast." I'm looking. I see 95. I'm saying that's fucking Space Coast.
the banners right in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
so
but when you go to these events, just be careful. Big time. Now,
be
I wasn't.
smart.
I
Be
wasn't.
smart.
I wasn't too thrilled with that fucking diamond bullshit. I really wasn't. I mean,
They had you sign a release. Now that was a vendor. You know,
No,
what I mean?
yeah.
They're like a legitimate business.
I
I don't know
don't-
who these stunt people are, whether they are
I don't
legitimate
run.
or not. but
I
they were
don't
scary.
run. I don't run my bike like that. I don't ride my bike like you put it on the fucking
Yeah.
diner. These guys, they're twisting that throttle like it's a fucking jet engine.
No, they're opening it right up, right?
Oh, they're not. No.
we got a video of it.
They'll
from
go.
last-
They'll go through the gears. They'll go
Fast.
through the gears. Fast. They'll short shift the gears. But then when they get to sixth, that shit's wide. I mean, they're keeping the RPMs up over 2,800. I mean, don't forget. Who's yelling? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought there was a
Yankee
fucking
Dave.
commotion over there.
It's a commotion. You gotta go out and check on it.
The 3,400, 3,500 that's the most. You shift the gears. But these guys are keeping the RPMs up that high. And then when they're in the last gear, they're opening that shit up as high as it could go. I'm waiting for something to come sailing through the fucking head. I'm telling you. You know, that's too much punishment for me for the bike. You know, too much. I can't even watch them fix my fender. All right? She's laughing. I thought my friend Mickey, all right? I love him. He's a sweetheart of a guy. You've seen Mickey on the videos, and you know.
We do love Mickey.
And I stopped. It
happens.
And it was an accident. He was more sick about it than me. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, he was my friend. He didn't wake up to much as I would have hit Zippy right in the ass on the motorcycle.
Right.
So.
Or did he? No, I'm just kidding.
It could have been. He's a sneaky fucker, you know. What were we just talking about? I lost the whole thing.
What happened between you? We were talking about you being sick about your bike being up on a lift.
Oh,
I think I listened to you. I'd be fucked if I didn't listen and pay attention.
That's a good thing because
I'm being tested.
This is a test I'm giving you. She says to me, she says, that's not fair. I couldn't. I said that. I said. I can't say how I said where I was, but I had to take a urine test. And I says to the guy, he says, all right, we got to take a test. And I said, that's unfair. We got to take a test with his studies place. He says, it's a fucking goddamn urine test, he said. When you get...
Still have to coordinate.
You don't know the circumstances, so it's not that funny. But anyway, so I thought there was an opening. I moved up to C. Mickey thought I was taking a turn, so it hits me in the ass. Mm-hmm. So I brought the bike to Dave, and Dave fixed it. And he had to take the fender off. And I go in the back, walk through because everybody's in the back, sitting in the back.
You want to be with all his friends.
And yeah, and I walk in the back, and I see my bike, and I see pieces all over. And I immediately grabbed my heart. I went, oh. She says to me, what's the matter? I says, I feel like I just walked through the fucking medical examiner's office. I says, I'm looking at my bike. It's in 100 fucking... Oh, my God. I had to carry it. I didn't give me water outside. I was fucking pissing out.
Congratulations. It's a girl.
It's a girl. Yeah. There was another little fender next to it, you know. We put this next to a Sportster, and the next morning, this is what was what.
Well, that's what I forgot to do. We'll have to, when you edit this, we'll have to take that banner off too. I forgot to take the banner off.
What banner?
It says we're live in 5. It's just been going across for the last 40 minutes.
Oh, that's all right. Who cares? We're live in 5. We've been 5. Yeah, we'll just
We're alive in 5.
Who used to say that? We're alive in 5.
I don't know.
Somebody there was
Zombie apocalypse.
No, zombie.
It takes about 5.
Zombie hunter. That's going to be. I got a whole line of T-shirts coming out. You're gonna love this one. This one is the zombie apocalypse response team. Okay.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, what's that thing you got in there? You got the
waving it. Okay. I was going to say we don't have anybody in our seat.
Yeah,
we don't have the live studio on.
You know, the coffee's got me.
Zombie apocalypse response team.
Yeah, the whole line. This is one of them. And it's got that biometric thing in the middle, that bio sign.
Biohazard.
Yeah. And on the top it says Zippy Crew, Zombie Hunter. Oh, you gotta be careful now.
Do you think you'll keep the cooking with Zippy in the zombie apocalypse? Give zombie recipes?
I'll give out zombie cookies. I'll have Mrs. Zippy making zombie cookies, and we'll give them out.
This is a rump roast.
This is a zombie.
The zombie rump roast.
This is a zombified rump roast. All right, like that with that aged meat. Oh my! I'd be so afraid to eat that.
I'd be if I was a zombie, I probably would have to. Well, see, because I have mouth issues, so if somebody else was eating my person. Okay.
It was a swoon. So anyway, getting back to motorcycles. Very important. If you don't ride as much as we do, we ride just about every day. If you don't ride as much as we do, stay on top of that air pressure in your tires. That's very important.
Very important.
All right, because as the bike sits, you lose air.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can get a little flat spot too.
Well, that's
which
what
will
I was
work up. Oh, it'll
work out. No, that's okay. You jump right in.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know. But it's
excuse me.
the flat spot. You'll get a flat spot. It'll get back into round, but you got to ride the bike. It'll vibrate a little bit. But if you don't ride as much as we do, the air pressure, it's very important. Check the air pressure and do your checks. I mean, we're not flying airplanes here, so you don't have to do a walk around and make sure your flaps are right. You know, you could do that. Just open your bench and look and see if your flaps are okay.
It's good to check your lights, like
That's
your
very
rear, your
important.
brake lights,
Your brake lights, your
running
directionals,
lights.
your front lights, very important.
Yep.
All right, and the air pressure. It's very important because then you feel like you're riding on a sponge. You know, you're all over the place. And
my dad
very
rode
dangerous.
across from Bonita, which is near Naples.
I know. Yeah.
So it's like a
West
little
Coast.
over a 3 hour.
3 hour ride. Yeah.
And when he got, he was like, oh, it just felt so like, he hasn't rode in a while because of shoulder issues. He's like, I've just felt so bumpy. And of course, the roads suck going across.
What's he at? What's he at?
Road glide.
Oh,
Yeah.
bumpy. On a road glide.
Yeah. But he thought maybe his tires, he was like, can you check my tire pressures? Maybe they're like up or down. Like, you know, they were down, they were low.
Oh, yeah. See? And that's very important.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to say this only because I've had both. I've had a road glide and I've had 2 street glides. And I can say this with all honesty that nothing rides like a road glide.
Oh.
Nothing. If you ain't road gliding, you ain't gliding, period. It's not happening. Now, I own a street glide. I love my bike. I love my bike to death. My bike runs great, rides great, but it's not, it doesn't, and it's a funny thing because the road glide and the street glide is the same fucking bike.
It's the fairing, right? That makes the difference in the
only
ride?
difference is the fairing.
Okay.
That fairing is all of the force of the wind is going into the frame. It's not going into the front, the back wing. Because when I negotiate a turn or I pass a tractor trailer, I'm caught in that vortex.
Yeah, Dave says that you can kind of feel it.
You feel that buffer.
Not me. I'm
not
like,
you. That
like,
bike sits down, goes right through.
I twist that throttle and I'm
you're
like,
gone.
Whee!
And you're gone. And you're gone. They're great bikes.
Being shot out of a cannon.
And don't listen to people. Oh, I can't. I don't understand. The fairing's not turning as I'm turning my. Well, let me ask you a question. I'm riding motorcycles a long time, and I don't remember doing a long fucking time. And I don't remember having at 60 miles an hour going like this. You don't ride a motorcycle. We're not driving cars. So you're not turning the wheel. You're only going to turn the wheel coming out of a parking space, or if you stop for a light, making a right or left turn.
Yeah.
You lean or you counter steer.
Yep. Counter steer. Yeah.
Which you do since you've been doing as a child on the bicycle. You do counter steer. You do it unconsciously.
Yep.
Okay. So the fairing really has little to do with it, but go ahead. I mean, as far as your excuse as to why you would prefer a road glide, it's just because aesthetics. You prefer the bat wing over the shark face, the shark fairing. But the ride, it's the fairing that makes that road glide
ride smooth.
I mean, what a I gotta say that. It really is. It really is. Plus, with the road glide, you got the glove compartments on the side.
Yeah.
And you got the thing. You put your phone. You connect it. It charges the phone. You could change songs. I mean, the bike is a great bike. Everything is a little further away.
Yeah.
You know, like
like I can't like if I was riding, I can't like do the touch screen.
No,
I can't reach it.
You don't need to. Everything you need is right here. And I didn't like the touch screen. I mean, the touch screen's great, but I don't like it because it always gets dirty. I feel like I got every 10 minutes.
Oh, you're one of those.
Like, I knew that was coming. Yeah. All right, that was because of the straw joke. That's what it was. The straw story. No, but
as I put my
lid
back on
your lid. Yeah, it's. I don't want a bug to get in. I'm here since 10 o'clock. There's no bugs in my coffee. All right. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here if there was bugs in my coffee. No, only kidding. But kidding aside, road glide. If you don't own one and you're thinking about buying a bike and you're confused about a street glide or a road glide, ride both of them and make a decision.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good suggestion.
Go to Harley Davidson, go your motorcycle license.
And they'll let you go as many test rides as you want.
Well, Mickey, my friend Mickey, you've met him. He also gets his bike serviced. Mickey the Goon. Mickey has a Sportster. Well, Mickey's a bigger guy, you know, and I think that Mickey, even though he loves his bike, all right, I think he needs a bigger bike, a little bit bigger. All right. I don't want to say more manly, even though a Sportster may be a little small for a bigger guy. But yeah, well, I mean, I don't see. I mean, Dave on a Sportster,
It's like
an ape on a
I
tricycle,
was just gonna say.
like an ape on a tricycle. Dave
Dave
is big. That's why I say ape. He's big and he's little. He's very shouldery. And you like that?
I'll have to
shouldery?
find the shoulder. I'll have to find a picture of him on my little pink Suzuki.
No, that'll fucking ruin me for life. I'll have nightmares. So, but we've been trying to get him to go to a different bike, and I told him, I said, go to Harley.
Test drive.
I'll go with you. I said, test drive whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
He said, what? They let you do that? I said, of course they let you do that. I says, ride the road glide, ride the street glide, ride a road king.
Yeah. Ride a Softail.
I was very surprised that Harley on the new bikes, no more double seat.
No.
All single seat and no more heel toe shifter.
Yep.
Or no more heel toe shifter.
Well, they stopped doing that because what happened was, I don't know if you heard about that. Probably somebody who called to wish me a happy birthday. I'll call her back. Yeah, it's my birthday.
So where you going tonight, Miss Birthday?
We're gonna go to Takura. Oh yeah, Takura. Where they cook in front of you. And they go la 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 la. And they like it's right in Vero, right across from was it O'Reilly's? One of those I think it's across from O'Reilly's.
Wait, on 60?
No, right on Route 1.
Oh, you're talking about Carter's.
Takura, no.
Takata's. The gym is right there. I used to go to that gym. I used to go to Planet
Fitness.
Fitness.
There's a gym there. Yep.
I've eaten there.
So good.
The food is phenomenal.
I love it.
However, I didn't eat at the.
You didn't sit at the big.
At the barbecue.
Oh,
no, it was too goddamn hot.
Oh, but it's so fun.
I'd rather taste my food, not the sweat dripping off my face.
And they pour sake in your throat, like they squeeze sake, and you get the little pee-pee guy.
Who guy?
It's like this little man, and if you like squish on his head, well, he's not a real man. It's like a plastic thing.
Okay.
And you squeeze on his head, and his pants come down, and water shoots out of his pee-pee.
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever. You're disgusting at times.
I didn't come up with it. I just.
No, because what you told me.
I know.
You're despicable. Despicable. But you have to say with that conviction.
Yes.
You're
all my minions.
My minions. But no, the food there is excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Do you know if they do birthday? Do you get like your dinner half price if it's your birthday?
I don't know.
Check that.
I think 50. I don't know where it is here. I think you're considered a senior citizen at 52, and you may get a
senior citizen.
Get a discount. Yeah, get a.
Hey, I get an asshole.
I get them all over. I get them all over. Oh, you kidding me? What we went somewhere. I'm in the car. And I get a text from my wife, and she goes, "You got to come in here. Hurry up." I come in. And she's over by the cashier, and I go, what's the matter? I said, you need money? She went, no. She said, could you tell this woman how old you are? I said, for what? She said, well, we got to get a discount. I said,
because she's not old enough for the discount.
She wasn't old enough for the discount. She makes me come in to get the discount. I went, are you fucking kidding me?
I used to do that to Dave because the first birthday card I got was from AARP.
I know.
Throw that.
They keep sending me things. Join. You got to join. We want you to join. Got to join. I won't join you.
Yeah.
I go with the other people.
Yeah. Listen, I'll just show you my license so you can see how old I am, and then just give me the discount.
Yeah, you can do that too. I remember one time I went into one of the thrift stores for something. I like thrift stores. I like pawn shops. You get great deals, really good. And,
porn shops?
Porn shops. Not pornography shop.
Doesn't sound like he's saying porn shop.
Porn with a W.
I know.
Yeah.
I like porn shops.
Attention all customers.
Clean up at aisle 3. how long that's been going on because I checked our voice when we had it.
Yeah, we're on.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on.
All right. Well, I don't know. I know nothing. I still don't hear any sound though. Oh. We did. We lost our sound. Okay. So we may have to re-record this show,
Oh,
but
shit.
we probably won't be laughing as funny.
The next one. Oh, well, you got the other one coming next week, right?
Yes. So next week there's a new group in town, a new group of gals. So we're gonna have a new featured biker babe.
Nice.
She's gonna go on the calendar. We're gonna come interview her. She has put together this group called the Moto Gypsies.
Okay.
And it's like a riding. I want to say it's not a club, and I think it's a group, but there's no dues or fees or anything like that. And I think she's gonna want to start. Like we'll learn a lot more about her, but really wanting to do a lot for the not for profit, not for profit fundraising and stuff like that. It's real exciting because they're going to be hosting the Female Lady Ride Day. It's like International Female Ride Day.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, out of Space Coast Harley Davidson, and that is in May every year. Amy and I hosted it one year, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of women came out. A lot of women rode with us. So, yeah.
Nice, cool.
Yeah.
They're wearing their bikinis when they come.
Well, so Kat, one of the big MC for Bikini Coast International, is going to come out and be a featured babe with us. And,
Yeah.
I mean, if we ask nicely, she might come in a bikini. Who knows? She's a hot ticket. She is a hot ticket. She's the character. I love her.
Oh, they were all gorgeous.
Yeah.
They were beautiful.
So I do apologize that we lost our voice, that we lost our sound.
No,
However,
we'll take a couple of throat lozenges. We'll be back good as new.
good as new. And if you fuckers were watching since the beginning, you could have let us know when it happened.
You're supposed to be fucking friends. You know what I mean?
I think I'm going to have to go back to the pink microphone because this has been kind of giving us a little bit of problems on a couple of occasions.
You
So.
think?
Yeah, I mean, I have another one, but it's pink. So I figured I'd use the black one, which is brand new,
But
so
that's
that
okay.
it's more,
Sure, you could do
it's like
pink.
a guy and a girl thing,
Then you should have a pink and a blue.
Oh,
You see?
we can each have our own microphone.
That's it. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah,
We can
it would
have
be
like
good.
the-
Yeah, I'll
this
feel like
is
Walter
Gnoo's
Winchell. I'll
Gnoo's.
feel like over here. People that say, "How old is that cocksucker? He knows Walter Winchell."
Hey, I'm an official AARP old person now, so don't tell my son. He
He's
still
just
thinks I'm 27.
He's over there. Oh, he's that old guy. I'm not an old guy.
No,
I'm an older guy, but I'm not an
older
old.
gentleman.
But I'm not an old guy.
Older gentleman.
The guy you see walking with the cane hunchback like this here, or with the walker.
Yeah,
Those are old guys.
I love that.
Old
He's
guys
such a good
don't.
actor.
Old guys don't. Old guys don't.
Even you did the little look
Got
up
the
with your
little-
eyes
look
instead
at-
of your head.
The guys that
Oh
are
my
hunched
God.
over. But just remember the words of Smokey the Bear. Okay?
You can prevent forest fires.
No. Only you can go fuck yourself.
Hey, boo boo. No, that's a different bear, huh? I'm
That's
gonna
your-
get me a picnic basket.
That's your. You're gonna get what kind of basket?
A picnic
Oh, a
basket.
picnic.
A picnic basket.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
So,
That's
and-
Yogi the Bear.
yeah. In summary, check your tire pressures, unless you're an asshat.
Very important. And
When
if you
you
take
do a walk
nothing else,
around,
if you take nothing else from this, tire pressure, very, very important.
mhm,
Do your walk around, check your fluids. You don't want to get stuck in the middle of nowhere for something that could have been 100% preventable.
yes, you too can prevent flat tires.
Flat tires. You should remember one thing when you're on that motorcycle. You are responsible for your own life. Okay?
Oh, I like
You're on
that.
2 wheels.
Yeah,
Motorcycles are very unforgiving. They're a lot of fun, but don't take them for granted.
they're very unforgiving. And I like to ride like everybody else around me is a hired assassin out to kill me.
You're right. You're 100% right.
Are they gonna
Yes,
get me?
yeah.
I feel like 007.
You have to be cognizant of your surroundings.
Yeah.
You have to be aware of who is where, and you have to be able to judge what they're going to do, or figure out what they're going to do
in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
You know, there was a couple riders that were taken out on 95. The beginning, not this past Sunday, the Sunday before.
Mm-hmm.
A car came on to who I don't know. They must have been maybe heading to Space Coast, maybe Daytona.
Yeah.
It was the first time they were riding together.
Yeah.
You know, and they were in the middle lane, and a car came onto the ramp, and just went right over into the middle lane, took them both out. One of them is seriously injured. The other one, unfortunately, didn't survive. You know, and that's like, you know, that's the kind of riding you have. Like, you have to expect that every car that's coming onto the on ramp, like, don't wonder if they're going to do it. You have to expect that they're going to do it.
Right.
Because if they don't, that's okay. But
you got to understand something. These people, most people that are involved in motorcycle accidents with a car, the car didn't see the bike until he hit him.
Yep.
There's no trying to avoid.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be careful. You got to look all around. It's always got to be in a swivel, because if not, you may not make it home.
Yeah.
Right? You got to be careful. Okay.
Yep. Ride like everybody's a hired assassin out to kill you. And it's
right.
kind of fun too. It's like riding in a video game.
Oh, I feel like James Bond when I'm on that.
Yeah.
I wish I had the fucking laser weapons and the missiles on the front of that bike.
Pew, pew,
There
pew,
would be no
pew,
traffic
pew.
on 95, I'll tell you that right now. I'd get from Space Coast to my house in 15 minutes. How long is it to Space Coast?
Well,
Half hour?
Sunday, when I went on Sunday, I was there in like 32 minutes, but I was going 90.
On the bike?
I was going the speed limit.
Okay.
Sorry, did I don't know if the speaker's probably not working.
The speaker has a way of changing
70 miles an hour. Is that what the speed limit is?
70 miles an hour.
That's how fast I was going. So that's about all the time that we have for today. Please join us again in a couple of weeks, where we'll be interviewing another featured biker babe.
We'll be talking to the girls with the bikinis on that were washing the bikes.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, they're coming.
They come. Well, they may not be the only one.
Okay, thank you for watching our one.
If we're still here next week,
and we'll recheck the sound. That will be the first video editing that we have you do, is figure out where the fuck we lost our voice.
Do we got the sound now, or the sound is gone still?
We have. I don't know. I got it back.
What are you on
But we're done.
Are you on YouTube or are you on Facebook?
I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great